Just take a big, deep, wonderful, loving breath. As if breathing to the very edges of your body, from the heart that you are. And notice just the edges, just your skin, the feel of your clothes, or what you're sitting on. Just notice this bodily sense of being here. The distance from your head to your feet. And another big, deep, wonderful breath, and breathe as if into all the space that's around you. And then breathe into all the space that's around that. And become the space that is the sky, that is vast, that is infinite. And that is that space. And you're breathing. Feel it breathing out to no edge. Infinite. Infinite within and infinite without. And in this space, the water moves, the butterflies, the birds, the rocks stand. But they too have moved, for this is a fault. And they came up through this fault as molten rock from deep inside the earth. And sometimes molten rock comes up from deep inside your earth. But you block it. You do not become space. With your mind, you block it. With your mind, you can build a dam on the river of your emotions. With your mind, you can stop the wind, like a tree refusing to bend, to flow. And in this refusal, in this denial, in this suppression, you block life. And what you block, you become. You become. You become the anger. You become the sadness. You become the grief. You become the victim. You become the warrior in this blocking. And you survive. You survive. But in that survival, it becomes as if something dead, without space, without love, because that space is love. To be spacious is to be love. Loving to what moves inside of you, no matter what it is. Loving to the helpless and the powerless. And in that love, a love that allows the movement of the feeling without believing in the thinking. It remains neutral, but spacious. Always abiding in the infinite space here that you are. That you are. That you are. That I am. I am. I am. The sun reflects on the water, a movement. You have the fire, the air, the earth, and the water, and they move, and they need space to move. And you have these elements inside of you, and they need space to move. And that space is you as a breathing, relaxed, open-hearted here. So just in that simple act of breathing, just in that simple act of breathing in and breathing out, like the wind that moves, like the water that moves, like the rock that stands shining in the sunlight, the swaying of the reeds, the leaves, the butterflies, the fish in the water, the birds, all this movement in this world of you. So let this world that is within you move. As you move through life. Move through life as something that flows, that bends. Just as if you were to fly up in the air as an eagle and look down at the river, you would see how it snakes through the land. It doesn't force its way. It finds the easiest way just by letting it happen. Just through its presence as water. And this river that seems to have a beginning and an end, it's as if you are that river without beginning and end. For if you swim up to the beginning, it's all one. The beginning and the end. All one river. And we chase our thoughts down the river like ducks flying, like rapids, like pieces of wood. We chase them. We chase after them. In this thinking, we chase after them down the river. And we become separate from the river in this downward chasing after our thinking. So swim up the river to the beginning. Just the beginning of all that thinking. Just what's here. The space of the river, the space of the canyon, the space of the sky that knows no distance, so knows no beginning, no end. Just the flow. Just the flow. Just the flow. Just the flow. And I flow. And I flow now. And that flow, my breathing, my heartbeat, and the infinite presence that is here. Even my breathing and heartbeat movements. My body moves, my emotions move, my thinking moves, but I, this quiet, endless, spacious love that the world moves in. That the world moves in. And just stand in that. Stand quietly. Without any edge. As infinite space. As this awareness that is just here that all things move through. And be this love to all that moves within you, to all that you have not allowed to move, throughout your whole soul's journey.